to the next date of hearing. Next.
Grateful.
16.
My lord, I have filed my statement of objection on the file.
Objections hakidira. Illide.
My lord, yesterday I filed my plea
Yes,
because
Sadhna madam is not
I
there.
already served the. My lord,
Oh, this is that Yardo caste certificate.
After the validity certificate is received, my lords, it has to first, my lords, be sent to the social welfare officer.
I think I've considered it in your case, a Guru Prasad case. Is that correct?
No minutes.
That's not the issue here.
No.
All right.
So, my lords, the report from the social welfare department has to be sought for, and then they have to give me notice to the concerned party, which is me, and then the initial inquiry has to be conducted. Despite initial inquiry, if they're not satisfied, they have to write to DCRE for
So nothing of that sort is done in the case?
No, I've not been given the notice. So the
And
initial inquiry I am not called for.
What is the order passed now?
Order is not passed.
No,
No, it's
the
what is
proceeding
passed
itself
is
you're challenged.
proceedings have challenged. It is still going on. No, it's what I've challenged. Seeking stay is Annexure A, which is written by the District Caste Verification Committee has sought for a report from DCRE for investigation and giving report. So since there is an
no
error in
report from the social welfare department.
Please. So what they've done is exactly converse of what is laid down in the rules. First, it has to be entertained by DCVC, that is verification committee. Then it has to go to social welfare department. A report has to be given. I should be heard. Then if they're not satisfied, DCRE should give a report.
We'll see.
my lord, under 4C, my lord, employer wrote a letter to the verification committee, my lord.
But you're here, madad bedwa proceedings alli.
No, the DCRE didn't come in, my lord.
DCRE alla, DCVC munde.
DCVC, my lord, because they could not arrive at a conclusion, my lord, they sent for a report
We'll
from
see.
the.
We'll thrash out the procedure. Rejoinder hakongidre haki if needed.
We have.
I'm seeking a stay
That
of
I
that.
will do. Yes.
My lord, a report is filed that she belongs to Lingayat caste, my lord. By
All right.
Yes, that is up to the
We'll
committee
see.
to inquire
We'll
and give a finding.
redo the direct redoing of the procedure if it is not in accordance.
But
List the
my
matter
lord,
on 25th April in preliminary hearing. The learned counsel Gautam Devlal files a statement of objections. The same is taken on record. Learned counsel Srimati Sadhna Desai submits that the procedure adopted by the District Caste Verification Committee is contrary to law, as no report from the Social Welfare Department is called for prior to initiation or continuance of the proceedings. In that light, there shall be an interim order of stay as prayed for till the next date of hearing. Yes, next.
Great.
Only
Next week,
one,
not.
yes, my lord. Only one submission, my lord.
Yes, sir.
This is by the committee which has, the act says, my lord, it should be the appointing authority should send it to the committee, my lord. Committee will
The committee will call for a report from the Social Welfare
Yes,
Department.
ma'am.
That is not done is what is.
That is when she has given a letter saying that to get a validity certificate. But we have done it under the section 4.
I will decide, man. 25th.
It's the same procedure under
We'll
6
decide
and
on the
7 of the rules.
25th. We'll decide. Yes, list on 25th
Yes.
in preliminary hearing. Next.
Great.
17.
It is in the state in the matter, madam.
I sought for police protection, my lordship.
Police protection.
Please, my lordship. Petitioner
Police
is.
protection ge age bandidare.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನೇ ಅಪಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೆ in
Which
the
police
earlier
have come
petition.
for your protection?
ಇಲ್ಲ, not this matter.
Yes.
But I only had represented the state in the earlier round of petition at page 135,
All right.
where there was a direction given. Now I am given to understand that there was an incident where some cars were burnt at page
Cars
number
were burnt.
160. That's a thing I'm also seeing now, 160 only.
160.
Yes.
Iವ್ರೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, they try to, after this order is passed at page number 136, where we had said that they are the owners and the revenue records to be mutated. They have tried to put up a compound wall, I am told, my lords. There is some incident which has taken place, which has resulted in this arson. There are 2 FIRs registered.
Against whom?
One by the petitioners and one against the petitioners. Now, all they are saying is they need police protection to put up a compound wall. Of course, it is their land. We are not disputing it is the government land or anything like that.
Yes.
But the problem remains that there seems to be some law and order situation where which has resulted
So
in
then
this
you will
action.
have to immediately step in and do
We
something.
have done, my lords, have kept the officer ready. We are investigating. In the middle of the night, it's, in uninhabited area, the incident has happened. We are taking the course of taking
Then you
statements.
should
and
provide protection. In such cases, yes, it
Yes,
is
my lord,
needed.
that's the reason I
Not in those, the other cases where
understand, my lords. Similarly,
pontiff was asking.
of course, they are the owners, my lords. We are not disputing that, but the fact remains that there was an arson. There is some law and order situation. We will ensure that we give them police protection, my lords.
Yes.
They have burnt the entire house, my lordship.
ನೀವು ಕೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
Please, my lordship.
The petitioner is before this court seeking the following prayer. Heard the counsel for the petitioner and the additional advocate generals Banu Prakash representing the state. The petitioner claims to be the absolute owner of survey numbers as described in the petition. Certain litigations have generated between the petitioner and several others which have been on since 2009, and several orders are passed by this court and the orders are passed by the coordinate benches of this court recognizing the rights of the petitioner. The property is said to be belonging to the petitioner. The petitioner has appended certain photographs to the petition to demonstrate that overnight the car and the shed and the property have all been burnt by miscreants or the defendants who were the parties to the suit. In that light, the crimes have also been registered against those persons who have indulged in such acts as narrated here in above. The issue now is that the petitioner has submitted a representation seeking adequate police protection from the miscreants who have burnt the shed and the car belonging to the petitioner in the property of the petitioner. The learned additional advocate general would submit that the state has taken stock of the situation and would necessarily give protection to the property of the petitioner in the light of the aforesaid circumstance of burning of vehicles and the shed in the property in the said property. In that light, I deem it appropriate to dispose the petition with a direction to the respondent police to protect the life and limb of the petitioner as also the property that he is in possession of, as further untoward incidents should not ensue with inadequate police protection. In that light, police protection. Action shall be taken without broking any further delay on the representations of the petitioner.
The compound wall also. To construct the compound wall.
ಅವರೇ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು.
We will construct to that.
Anything for everything, yes.
Grateful.
Next.
18.
My lord, instead of property number 18/1, bank has taken the schedule of property number 18/2, my lord.
My lords, we have not been served with a copy, my lords.
Copy kodi first, serve a copy.
Put it in the mail. We'll serve the copy.
Counsel for the petitioner to serve set of papers upon the counsel for the respondent. In position ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರಾ?
Has been taken.
Taken on 23/2 itself, my lord, after our
List on
representation
Monday.
also.
Monday, yes.
Monday.
Next.
Please, my lord.
Hearing on IA 19.
Extension of interim order.
Lords, for the auction purchaser. My lord, on the last date, we had reported that the settlement was proposed, my lord, between the borrower and the auction purchaser. That's not happened, my lord.
Lord, we are paying 50 lakhs as a compensation to the auction purchaser today. Matter may be taken up at 2:30.
So my lord, that's all right. That's the agreed solution. The difficulty is on, my lord, who will return the amount deposited by me towards the auction. The borrower says, go and take it from the bank. The bank says, take it from the borrower. I'm stuck, my lord.
Don't worry, we'll direct the bank to give it. Yes, madam, what is the problem?
The last
Because-
date, the
wait.
solution was he'll pay directly to the auction purchaser the sale amount. Now he says I need another 3 to 4 months to repay. Manos, that is not.
Then I will vacate the interim order.
Manos,
I
they'll
never
have-
said 3 to 4 months.
Manos,
I am
they'll
ready
have-
even
they're
within
agreed
4
to
to
pay
6
it-
weeks.
They agreed to pay directly to the auction purchaser. That is why the settlement was arrived at. Now they're
When-
not, they've
where
not
have
brought.
you- How much should you get?
Lord, the auction,
Wait, how much should you get?
0.38 crores
Just
was
deposit ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
3.38 crores, my lord. That was the auction price, deposited in full. agreed solution, my lord, was rupees 52 lakhs.
All right.
These two amounts totally together, my lord, 3 crores 90 lakhs. This was what
ಈಗ
was
ಎಷ್ಟು
agreed.
ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
No, today we are paying 50 lakhs as a compensation, 52 lakhs to the auction purchaser. Given a time of 4 to 6 weeks, we are ready to repay the entire auction
Look,
amount.
the affidavit had to be filed by them. There's no
Now, my lord,
affidavit.
the
No,
difficulty is
now
this.
this 52 lakh solatium you take.
Today we are paying.
Now the amount 3.38 crores is already in the bank.
Yes.
So don't worry about it. We will direct it to be transmitted to you. With him paying it, 4 to 6 weeks illa matte.
No, 42 lakhs is already deposited with the bank after the intervention
So
of the
that's
court.
nothing to do with me.
That is the
That
difficulty.
see, now 3.38 crores he has to get
Please,
and 52 lakhs he has to get.
correct.
So first 52 ನೀವು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡಿ.
ಇವತ್ತು ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ.
3.38 will pass orders on that.
Please.
ಅದು ಯಾವಾಗ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ?
4 weeks time ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಸಾಕು.
And some terms, my lord, if in case they
Yes,
my lord,
Ravishankar
then I
sir.
must-
No, no
ಈ
affidavit.
3.38 crores ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂತೀರ? ನೀವು ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ.
ಆಯ್ತು.
ಅದಾಗ್ಲೇ ಆಗೋಗಿದೆ ಟೈಮ್.
Installments ಕೊಡಿ first. First, how much you will pay?
ಈಗ 52 lakhs solatium
First by
price
230, 52 lakhs they will pay it.
to the auction purchase.
Yes.
Yes, straight away by way of a demand draft. All right. Next, 3.38 crores he has deposited. That bank has to return.
Correct.
Bank will return only when you deposit.
That's right.
That's when is that?
4 weeks time, 4 to 6 weeks.
The entire amount?
Entire amount.
Entire amount.
All right, file an affidavit.
We'll file an affidavit.
File an affidavit. I'll take it at 2:30. ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಇವರು ಡಿಡಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಿ.
Please, Mills.
Yes.
Let's 42 lakhs is already deposited pursuant to the interim orders granted in
Illi?
this matter. Yes.
To the bank.
We will
To the
give
bank.
it. That we will 3.38
outstanding is-
adjust
That
ಮಾಡೋಣ.
3 point. I'll just.
First ಇವರು solatium ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡಿ.
Yes,
The- Your Lordship, that does not be included in the sale because it was paid prior to the sale.
We'll see. Yes.
Lords, it is.
Pursuant to the interim order passed by
orders,
this
yes.
court.
Please.
All right.
But the outstanding is huge.
That we'll see. Outstanding is huge. They will continue to pay.
The amount that is deposited by the auction purchaser, that they'll have to deposit. That was
That
the
3
understanding on the last date.
See, 3.38 crores that the auction purchase is deposited, you have to deposit. You have to
That
give
I'll
it.
do, Lords.
Yes.
That
In the
will not-
42 lakhs ಏನ್ ನೀವು ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್
But
ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
the 42 lakhs, the reason why we are before this honorable court is because the Lordship's order to deposit about 90 lakhs, we complied in part, deposited for 70 lakhs. We complied with it in part, up to 42 lakhs we deposited. Now, that 42 lakhs also has to be taken into account for the purpose of this 3 point,
ಅಲ್ಲ,
remaining amount, whatever amount is there.
We'll see, we'll first ನೀವು
I'll file an affidavit including
solatium
that
ಕೊಟ್ಟು
42, then we
affidavit
will see.
ಹಾಕಿ.
Yes,
42 is not included
We'll
in the
see.
sale. my lord.
please.
We'll see later. Yes. I have not said anything about that. Wait. Yes. Good. Next.
Not cylinder number 20, the appointment of the chairman of the Wakf board.
We are filing. Before they can start, my lord, the objections to the amended petition by the state is.
By the state.
Already we are R1.
And we are filing up. Respondent number 3 is filing objections to stay application.
ಕೊಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರ ಕಾಪಿ ಕೊಡಿ. ಸ್ಟೇ ಆಗಿಲ್ವಾ ಇನ್ನು?
ಇನ್ನು stay ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ.
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ. ಹಾ.
ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ.
But what has happened?
ಅಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೇ ಕೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ರಿಟ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಟ್ ಉಳಿತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ.
But
To the respondent in this matter.
Yes.
gist of this controversy is a person who could not have been included in the electoral college for Mutawalli. The Wakf board has 4 streams of election. One is parliament member, legislative member, bar council member, and from the pool of Mutawallis. From the Mutawallis, this respondent, private respondent, has been elected.
From the pool of Mutawallis.
Now, Lord, originally when this issue arose, kindly see, Lord, page number.
Which respondent?
That is respondent number 3.
State of Karnataka.
Allah, Sayyid Muhammad Ali Al Hussein.
Which writ petition?
He was
Amended writ petition, Lord. 29380.
ಅದು ಕೊಡಿ.
Short, it's on a very narrow compass.
Before revision of list.
ಹೇಳಿ.
Now, Lord, kindly see page 179. 179. Just one annexure is enough.
179.
179. At entry number 868.
868.
868 entry number.
179.
179. Page 176 or 179?
179 6 ಇರ್ಬೇಕು.
Yes. 868 ನಲ್ಲಿ
ಎಲ್ಲಿ?
Syed Shah
Where are
Hussain.
your glasses?
Yes. Glasses ಇಲ್ಲ ತರ್ಲಿ. Sorry. Syed Shah Hussaini.
Ground ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಮಾಟ ಮಾಡ.
868.
Syed Shah Khusru Hussaini.
This is the father of the respondent number 3.
All right.
Now, Lord, the rule relating to the draft of a draft voters list and a final voters list. Page 18 may be seen, Lord.
Okay,
Page 18 of the petition.
Petition la idea.
Final electoral college of mutawalis of institutions.
Page 18.
18. Final electoral college of mutawalis.
All right.
Of institutions having annual income above 1 lakh.
1 lakh.
Now, Lord, how this electoral college is drafted or a final list is prepared is governed by Rule 11 of the conduct of election to the board. Karnataka Wakf Rules 2017.
Karnataka Wakf Rules
2017.
Madam.
Rule 11.
Wakf Rules 2017. ಯಾವ book ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅದು?
Rules. Karnataka Wakf Rules. I think the book has the rules.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಫರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಇಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
Yes. Now, Lord, in this, the government shall appoint an electoral registration officer who shall be an officer not below the rank of regional commissioner, whose appointment shall be made not less than 6 months prior to the completion of the term of the board.
All right.
Notification regarding electoral rules. The electoral registration officer shall issue notification regarding preparation of electoral rules in form number 19 within 7 days from the date of his appointment, which shall be published in the office of the electoral registration officer, office of the state board of Waqfs, and in all district of Waqf offices and such Waqf institutions as electoral registration officer may think fit. Wide publicity of the notification so also. We are not on that issue. Kindly see 12. The electoral registration officer shall furnish the form of application in form 20 to all those whose names are not included in the list obtained under sub-rule 4 of rule 11 and to all persons eligible for registration on their request. And then subclause 2, the voters intending to get registered in the respective electoral college shall fill up form 20 and form 20A and shall submit them so as to reach the electoral registration officer within 7 days from the date of notification under sub-rule 2 of rule 12. Now, this is where the bone of contention is. They on 26/6/2024, they issued this notification summoning all the mutawallis to submit their forms in form 20 and 21. When this notification was issued, no representation or application was filed by anybody under form 21. Final voters list was prepared where serial number 868, the father's name was shown. The state board of Waqfs on a general issue of non-compliance of form 20 challenged this before this honorable court in WP number page 196 in WP number 27649 of 24. Page 196. In this, they said that names had been included without following form number 21, 20 and 21, right. Form 20 specifically. That order, 199, I'll read that. Primary contention in these petitions is that respondent number 1 regional commissioner was electoral registration officer to conduct election to Karnataka State Board of Officers prepared a voter list contrary to para 2 of form 20 as stipulated under rule 20 of the Karnataka Waqf Rules 2017. The petitioners in WP number 26367 of 24 filed objections to the draft voters list. Respondent number 1 by order dated 29/8/2024 directed the chief executive officer of the Karnataka State Board of Waqf to revise the final voters list by invoking conditions at serial number 2 to 5, which runs contrary to para 2 of form 20 under Rule 12(1) of the Karnataka Wakf Rules 2017 reads thus. It says Form 20, kindly similar para 2. The next page. This is the registration form.
No, there the Mutawalli had not declared his annual income of the institution, or which was to be more than 1 lakh.
Yes, yes. Lord,
That
what
was the
happened
only
was-
thing.
Yes. On the date, no, the State Board of Wakf went on a general issue that Form 20 para 2 had not been complied with in respect to the voters list that had been prepared. So they preferred a writ against the regional commissioner's final voters list. The final voters list showed the name of the father at 868. This honorable court said, unless para 2 of Form 20
correct is complied with,
yes,
you cannot become a,
yes. Therefore,
you can't or become a member. Yes.
Therefore, a practical Form 20 had to be filled up by the Mutawalli and also undertaking the contents under para 2.
Now what has happened?
What has happened? This honorable court quashed the final voters list.
All right.
And said, kindly see para 3 milad.
Revised list madak hela.
Revised list within 3 days. What the regional officer did in the meantime, he did, without going into the fact as to whether Form 20 was submitted by the R3 Mutawalli, he included his name without compliance of para 2 of Form 20.
That's
or
all,
without
that's all the issue.
That's all is the issue. This is number one. Then what
that's
happens?
All number one.
I'll try to make it as brief as possible.
Yes.
After this, what happened? The Mutawalli got elected. Though his name, he was not entitled to be included. He got elected from Mutawalli constituency. He got elected to the board amongst several other Mutawallis from that constituency. After getting elected, there were 11 members to the board. Composition of the board was 11. The elections to the chairman of the board came to be notified. Now, in the elections held for the chairman of the board, out of 11, 6 were absent on that day.
So he becomes the chairman.
With 5 members, he becomes the chairman without a minimum 50% quorum at least. Quorum lot.
So there are 2 factors.
Two issues.
The Mutawalli had not declared. It was not in compliance with what the coordinate bench has said.
Yes.
And he becomes the chairman of the board.
Yes.
In which there was no quorum.
Yes.
In the resolution.
Yes.
No quorum.
That one your lordships will get.
These are the 2 submissions.
The 2 submissions. I will just take your lordships to the amended petition. Kindly see page number 210.
All right.
Annexure H, where we have sought quashing of his election. Page 211 is the attendance.
Election, how can I interfere now? Election agogide.
Andre, we have now challenged it. Because originally, if his inclusion is wrong.
That's all right. That court entertained and directed revision of the list to be done.
Yes.
Now, after election is over, writ is the remedy?
Writ is the remedy. Writ is the remedy where such elections are held where his entry is illegal.
Thereafter,
His entry
election is over.
Now, what?
Yes.
He does not become a chairman out of nowhere.
Yes.
Now election is held.
Yes.
He becomes a member first.
Yes.
From amongst the members, a chairman is selected.
Correct.
Now the chairman is selected, whether quorum is there or not, it's a different thing.
Yes.
Basic election is already over. How can I interfere with it?
But suppose it stands in the teeth of this honorable court's order, in violation of this honorable
That is the
court's
only
order.
thing where
Yes.
I will have to hear.
Yes, that is number one.
If it is in compliance with this 20 or Form 20.
Form 20. It is in the teeth of this honorable court's order. This is number one. Second issue is second issue is not in case of his election to the chairman of the board of Wakfs. That election was convened (212). I'll just take your lordships.
Yes.
212. 211 may be seen, Lord. In 211, Lord.
Yes.
Out of 11 members, 5 are present. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes.
He says, ಮೂರನೇ ಒಂದರಷ್ಟು ಅಂದರೆ 4 ಸದಸ್ಯರ ಹಾಜರಾತಿ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ.
Yes.
ಈ ದಿನ 5 ಸದಸ್ಯರು ಹಾಜರಿದ್ದು ಅಗತ್ಯ ಕೋರಂ ಅನ್ನು
Yes, this is,
ಸಂಸತ್ ಸದಸ್ಯರು ಹಾಜರಿರುತ್ತಾರೆ. Quorum is achieved and meeting is called
yes,
to
this is,
order.
but this is wrong because the board of WAFs is constituted under the act. The returning officer draws the analogy of the scheme of a WAF. The 1/3 that is required quorum is for the WAF scheme, management scheme.
All right. Otherwise, where is it said?
The act is silent. Now, Lord, when the act is silent, the Supreme Court has held in various decisions that the majority forms the quorum. Because there should be a minimum majority present, which is the residuary members.
So,
Yes.
subject to what you may say, what is running in my mind?
Yes.
There is a scheme of administration. The scheme of administration for election pursuant to the scheme of administration, there is a particular quorum described.
Correct.
If the act is silent on that,
Yes.
you need not go to the general law of majority. There
Yes.
is already a scheme.
But
There is already
yes,
a method of
Yes, here there is
quorum
a-
in this scheme.
no, Lord,
Why
there
you
is-
go back to
No, there
something
is a
else?
difference here, Lord. The scheme is with respect of WAF institutions. Now, Lord, suppose Karnataka Board of WAF has about 10,000 WAF
No,
institutions
but
under it.
there is nothing said in the act,
The act is silent.
nor the government has issued any notification.
Yes, but the scheme is formulated. Lord, constitution of the board is one aspect under the act. Lord. The scheme is with respect to the WAF institutions. That is about 10,000 WAF institutions are there, assuming there are 10,000 WAF
Scheme of
institutions.
administration of a
Administration
WAF
of
is
those
different.
WAF.
This is different.
This is
All right.
different, yes.
The scheme of administration of WAF has in it
Yes.
particular method of determining a quorum
Correct,
for any
correct.
meeting.
Lord, that is in respect of WAF
Correct,
institutions
ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. But
which
there
have
is-
adopted the scheme.
So why do you go to a general analogy outside the WAF institution or WAF act to
Lord, so far as
bring in quorum should be majority?
for kindly see 20A, Lord, removal of chairpersons by vote of no confidence. Notice for no confidence shall be addressed to state government stating clearly all grounds
So
on
that
which
is
such motion
removal
is
of
supposed
chairman.
to be moved
We-
and shall
we
be
have-
signed by at least half the total members.
No, we are not there.
Yes, we are not there. But
Yes, we will hear the other.
yes, so far as quorum is concerned, Lord, Supreme Court has held because Lord.
So
this
that
is
I am
a-
aware. General law is that
Yes, general
majority.
law. And another thing that, Lord, I place before your lordship is the constitution and working of the board is governed under the act.
No,
So
all
they could not
these
draw
things-
an analogy of
no,
the WAF
all these things
management.
can be thrashed out in a petition. That before the tribunal under 83.
Lord, his working itself is now without warrant because
So that
Along
also
with
can
the-
be agitated before
Because-
election alva.
The additional objection statement,
no, Lord,
I have produced the judgment of
if-
this honorable
if-
court
I'll get
pertaining to
one
the
inch.
issue,
Lord,
which says
Or
they
Muk-
should go to
Muk
tribunal.
Speedley.
Lord, if on the face of the order, he has been elected without a quorum, on the face of the proceedings, then Lord, writ courts can quash it and say re-elect.
Oh, election ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಷ್ಟ. Very difficult.
Lord, there have been instances where this honorable court has interfered. I'll produce those judgments.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ಟೈಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ.
I'll produce those judgments where this
Yes,
honorable
we'll
court
hear
has
the
interfered
senior
in elections.
Yes, Patil sir.
Please, my lord.
Ah.
Additional objection given on 1/4/2025, my lord.
ಇದೇ ಕೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ?
That's it. And Lord, suppose the initial inception, form 20, violation is made good.
We'll
then
hear.
everything else.
1/4 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ.
1411 ಒಂದಿದೆ. ಒಂದಿದೆ.
With your lordships, kindly one submission, my lords.
AG.
Please, my lord, there's one Supreme Court judgment directly on this point, my lords. I think Mr. Jafar will give it, my lords.
Yes, sir. Yes.
ಈ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ along with the objection statement of
I am
1/4.
holding 1/4/2025.
ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ
Quorum judgments,
annexure R6 page 9.
quorum judgments, I need not point out, my dear lordships.
Annexure R6
judgment.
page
I'll
9.
get back.
Page 14. In all these writ petition, essential dispute relates to notification so and so whereby process of electing chairman of the board has commenced and that the election is scheduled to be held tomorrow. Then, my lord, your lordship may kindly go to para 4. An objection was taken on the ground of alternate remedy, para 3. Para 4. learned appearing for the petitioner despite vehement submission are not in a position to show special circumstances that warrant the invocation of writ jurisdiction constitutionally vested in this court. The matter relating to election and
All right,
election
that I've
disputes
seen.
have been treated as
Right,
such.
ಈಗ Justice Hemant Chandan Gowda ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು.
ಇದು
ಅದು compliance.
This is with regard to general election.
Correct.
As far as chairman election is concerned, the petitioner herein has no locus standi, therefore question of considering that will not arise at all.
Who is the
He is not an elected member of the committee.
Member of the board also.
Not member of the board also.
Yes, Vivek sir.
I'm a Mutavalli. A Mutavalli has an interest in his election, Lord. I
Right.
can question his election.
All
Lord.
these tribunal.
Lord, if his election goes, then automatically
Whose
everything
election?
else goes. That is the respond number
My
3
election is to be
I have a
challenged in
right-
the tribunal. He
I have
has
a
an
right to
alternate
question his
candidate.
election. Now, Lord,
Not in a rate proceedings.
consequentially, his election to the, if he is not entitled to be elected as a Mutavalli, consequentially also I can question all
Lal,
further
see,
proceedings.
These are matters which are thrashed out in the tribunal. There
But
can be
Lord,
no doubt about it.
my question is, Lord, in the teeth of this honorable court's order, kindly see, Lord, his statement of objection. For a moment.
That's all right, but who are you to question that?
I'm a co-Mutavalli who is a voter.
Voter andre alle.
Not even the-
Voter andre election.
My lord, what had happened in this petition, my lord, previously 2 petitions came up. One matter was filed by one of the same advocate, wherein they came before the court and they said the election has to be conducted of the board chairperson. The lordship has disposed of that matter. That matter is disposed of, my lord, where we came and said that the date was fixed. Initially, on one day, the meeting of the board members was postponed. The next date of hearing, they filed a petition saying that it has to be held. On that day, they abstained. Now what has happened is they don't have a cause of
But
action to
all the
challenge
time,
that election.
all the
Now,
time stating
my lord,
is,
now they are shooting
in
to
the
this
teeth,
petition
in the
by way
teeth
of
of,
an amendment.
in the teeth of a coordinate bench's order,
They are trying to shoot
could
the
he have
purpose
been
of this
included? Lord? This is all my, this is all my.
That also
No, Lord,
before the tribunal.
Kindly see annexure R2 page 13.
ಅದು ಅಲ್ಲೇ will reserve liberty to you to urge all the
ಒಂದೇ
contentions
ನಿಮಿಷ,
there.
just ತಾವು. Kindly see annexure R2 page 13.
Yes.
That may be seen.
No conventions.
Annexure R2,
Page 13.
ಯಾವ objections ಅಲ್ಲ?
In their objections.
Government's objections?
Government objections.
R2.
R3's objection. Page 13.
1-3.
1-3.
Yes, sir.
Now, my lord, insertion of my name in the electoral roll at serial number 1010. Okay, so and so. To the chief executive officer, to the assistant electoral roll. Sir, is request to insert my name in the draft electoral roll and insert my name in the final electoral roll. My father's letter of intimation, so and so. Lord, he writes this letter and there is no application under form 20 as required by this honorable court. It is in view of these in the lapses that the state board of Wakf came to this honorable court and said wherever there is violation of form 20 and no declaration under
That's a
para 2,
general, that was not a specific order, it was general order.
it is general order.
Now elections are over.
Yes.
You are only a voter. You claim to be a voter in the elections.
Of course, I am a voter that they cannot deny.
All right.
In the
Anyway,
Mutavalli, yes.
You are a voter.
Yes.
You are a Mutavalli.
Yes. And Lord,
Tribunal.
if suppose in the teeth of this honorable court's order,
ಅದು ಅಲ್ಲೇ.
Lord,
If you
this honorable court has to.
if you had contested, defeated, then you may have some semblance of right saying this was not in a prescribed form. You are a voter. According to you, there are many grievances concerning the elections. One such grievance is not in the format
Correct.
of the coordinate bench.
Correct.
The tribunal will
Correct,
look into
correct.
everything.
Now, Lord, suppose, Lord, I just placing before your lordships. If the violation of the High Court order is absolute or clear, then this honorable court is only
It is again a subject
coordinate
matter.
bench has to
No,
interfere.
that's again a subject matter of election. That was general direction, not in your case.
Correct.
It's not in a
Correct,
case where bought by you. It was the case bought by Wakf board.
Correct. Now,
Before
Lord,
this court.
returning officer, despite that order, based on this application, without taking a form 20,
All
he
these
inserts the name.
All these disputes alle.
Now, Lord, then, Lord,
Clear 83 cases.
Lord, then,
More and more you submit, more and more my resolve is that we should go there.
then, my Lord, I would place this issue. So far as the question of him not being entitled to become a Mutavalli elected member of the board is one issue. But how could he become a member of become a chairman without a quorum? At least that I'm entitled to question as a voter.
not
But
here.
The
Sir,
absolute
now-
standards of locus
No,
standi don't apply in
correct.
such
Now,
cases.
what you're suggesting is,
Yes.
the superstructure is bad, so
No, I'm saying.
for foundation, I'll send you there
No.
and consider the superstructure
What I'm
here.
saying, Lord, is even if for foundation I may be sent to the board, the
Correct.
superstructure is still bad.
No, no.
That is what I'm saying. Because Lord, point is this.
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ superstructure ಎರಡು ಅಲ್ಲೇ.
But point is this. If the quorum is not in existence, then irrespective of this issue.
See, he has passed an order
Yes.
that according to the scheme of administration, 4 is the quorum, 1/3 is the quorum, and he has passed. That also can be tested.
That is liable for judicial review at your lordship's hands,
Oh, no.
Lord, because it is directly contrary to
Justice
Supreme Court's
Dixit
order.
Justice Dixit are on the same lines. That's also chairman of Wakf, chairman of the board itself.
And Lord, we came before this honorable court much before this Wakf board chairman elections. For
No,
the inclusion.
That's all right.
Before the.
No, you
municipal
did not
elections.
come. Board came.
Board had come, then we
board
came in the
came.
instant petition, we came as soon as he
Instant
was.
petition, first board
As
came.
soon as his name was included, we came here.
AG ಅವರೇ, which is the other judgment? ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ?
Para 14, my lords.
Yes, sir.
Para 14, my lord. Thus, the Works Tribunal can decide all disputes, questions, or other matters relating to the work or work property. The words, any dispute, question, or other matter relating to work for work property, in our opinion.
The Supreme Court says any dispute.
Yeah, any dispute.
This is dispute concerning elections.
Lord,
Para
any
17, my lord.
dispute
Para
antare,
17,
but 226 is not a bar.
No, no. See,
That is.
I for one
discretion,
will
Lord.
never say that nothing is maintainable. Everything is maintainable. They are not entertainable.
And
The
Lord,
two are different things.
strict rules of standards of locus standi don't apply in such cases where every person who is interested in a buff
No,
or a buff
see,
institution.
election is a case, election matter is one where you will need a lot of evidence. Whether this has happened, that has happened. Writ court will not scrutinize all that.
But Lord, so far as the quorum issue is concerned, it is on the face of it, it is
Quorum
clear.
is a subsequent action. First ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಹೋದ್ರೆ quorum ಹೋಯ್ತು, ಅದು ಹೋಯ್ತು. Foundation goes, everything goes.
But still, Lord, quorum is an issue that could be examined by your lordships. That is what I would
Not
say.
at his
It could be
hands.
an issue which your lordships could examine and set it at naught. Because if.
No, no. Now
With 5%
one
if they
minute,
form a board.
1 minute.
Chairman.
First, we'll leave the foundation.
Yes.
You go to the
Yes, Lord,
election.
that's what
That's
I'm
all right.
placing with your
Now,
lordships.
you want me to look into the forum. The forum and his election as
The quorum,
chairman.
yes, yes.
Who are you?
I am the voter.
Voter cannot question that.
Lord, I am the voter.
Voter can at best question before the tribunal, the election process.
But what?
But subsequent to the election
Yes,
process,
Yes.
a member can question
Yes.
who has been denied becoming chairman.
Yes, Lord, in.
You
matters
cannot
of- No, Lord, in matters of Wakf, every voter will have a right to question.
What?
Even the last person who occupies the
Only,
position in the Wakf.
not in writ proceedings.
Some Lord, suppose, I place it this way, Lord. Suppose I as a Mutavalli voter, if I maintain a co-warrant petition against a person who does not have jurisdiction to hold that office,
Sir,
then Lord, it is maintainable.
co-warranto, what sovereign functions you do, sir?
Wakf board constituted under the act.
That's
Lord,
all right.
co-warranto can go against any
Co-warranto-
person holding a statutory position without
That will
power or
answer when
authority.
it comes. What sovereign functions a Mutawalli will perform?
This is chairman of the board, Lord.
That will.
Chairman of the board.
We'll see, yes.
That
Not, not in these.
That is maintainable from any person interested in Wakf institutions.
Co-warranto
Because Wakf
ಹಾಕಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ
concept is different.
co-warranto ಹಾಕಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ. This is not co-warranto.
But Lord,
It
entire
is not
quorum-
co-warranto, so there is no warranto to entertain.
Of course, this is not co-warranto. I'm just drawing an analogy that it is maintainable. That is one aspect. But the point is, if a person manages to get himself into the office
Correct, that you
without
should-
a quorum,
you have
without
no locus to
majority
question.
voting,
You have no locus to question. You're only a voter who has some semblance of locus to question the process of election before the tribunal. ಆಮೇಲೆ
under Wakf concept of Wakf is totally different. Lord. Wakf goes to every beneficiary. It's like a trust. It goes to every beneficiary down the line who has a right to question the affairs.
that is on different aspects. ನಾವು co-warranto ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು, co-warranto tribunal ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. That's a different thing, but not
Can
this.
now, Lord, similar analogy, Lord, I place before your lordships. Assuming I challenge the election of an MLA.
MLA.
And suppose, Lord, as a voter of that constituency.
Yes, you can.
Yes.
Not before this court.
And suppose, of course, in an election petition, And suppose the MLA occupies a position which he was not entitled to. Every citizen in India has a right.
No. Foundation. You want to disturb the foundation of his election to the board itself. Chairman is the next thing.
Yes.
Board itself, it is before the tribunal. Like how you, the same analogy. MLA dillagalla.
Of course, tribunal nalli. But MLA occupying a position which he was
ಅದು
not
ಆಮೇಲೆ
entitled
first
to.
ಈಗ
Every
you-
person is entitled to question.
Like if he succeeds in the election petition,
And then over, everything
maybe
will go.
without,
ಅಲ್ಲ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ.
without
My
his challenging.
my humble submission
You
is,
need not even challenge the quorum.
So far as quorum issue is concerned, it's a standalone issue,
No,
which
no,
your
it-
lordships
it
can go
can't-
into
It can't
individual
be a
review.
standalone issue because he's elected first and then chairman. Unless his election as a member is set aside, you can't get into this.
Yes, but not if that quorum itself is insufficient. Supreme
First,
Court says minimum 50% for quorum. That should be 6 out of 11.
That is a question that has to be answered subsequently. Now, tribunal ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗೋದು better.
ಅದು ಟ್ರೈಬ್ಯುನಲ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಸೂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅದು
Whatever.
Decide ಆಗಿ-
ಹಂಗಂತ ರಿಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲ
ಅದು
ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್
ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಫಿಕೇಶಿಯಸ್ ರೆಮಿಡಿನ
ಅಲ್ಲ.
ಟ್ರೈಬ್ಯುನಲ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಮಾರ್ಚುರಿಗೆ ಹೋದಂಗೆ.
No, it can't be, it won't be kept there.
But my lord, there has to be a finality before the tribunal. Suppose your lordships are of the view that it has to go to the tribunal, then let them decide it within 3 months. Why not? Let them face it.
See, in election petitions, we can't fix
Or
the time.
let them file an election petition.
Then my lord, it will never end.
No, ನೀವು ಫೈಲ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ನು.
ಅಲ್ಲ
ಮಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರ 3 ತಿಂಗಳಾಗಿ 4 ತಿಂಗಳ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಂಡಮಸ್ ಹಾಕಿ.
ಎವ್ರಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಪಿಟಿಷನ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹೊರಟೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್? ರಿಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ we can't interfere.
Just let there be a direction that they should dispose it off fast.
File
ಅಲ್ಲ,
ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ
if 1 minute, if something is pending, Vivek sir, if something is pending, I can direct, conclude it in a particular time. Now I'll be directing in air because everything is in air. You have not yet filed.
Sir, right.
Yes. Please. We'll close this.
Yes. Right.
The petitioner who claims to be a voter / a mutavalli is calling
ಇನ್ನೊಂದು petition ಇದೆ.
petitioners
Same,
in
ಬೇರೆ-
both these cases claim to be mutavallis and are voters in the election to the in the election to the Wakf board.
To elect a member to the board.
Are voters to elect a member to the Wakf board from a particular constituency with hyphen
Mutawalli. Electoral college.
particular electoral college, the Muttavallis. Therefore, the present petition concerns only the said entry into the Wakf board, i.e. from the Muttavallis. The learned senior counsel, Sri Vivek Reddy, would project 2 illegalities in the entire process. Taking this court through the order passed by the coordinate bench, in which a direction was issued by the coordinate bench that that Rule 20 of the Karnataka Wakf Rules 2017, Form 20 as stipulated under Rule 20 of the Wakf Rules 2017 was to be scrupulously followed. This was a petition preferred by the Wakf board themselves in the wake of certain circumstances of not following during an election. The post the said order, elections happen. The petitioner is said to be a voter from the said electoral college. After which respondent gets elected? The third respondent is said to have got elected as a member of the board from the Muttavallis. Pursuant to the election of the petitioner, of the third respondent, a meeting takes place for election to the post of chairman of the Wakf board. The third respondent is elected as a chairman. The petitioner is wanting to find fault with the election of the chairman on the ground that the quorum that was required on the date of his election for the post of chairman of the Wakf board was not in place. According to the learned senior counsel, Vivek Reddy, the quorum ought to have been 50% of 11 members. On the said day, only 5 members were there, and therefore it did not form a quorum. The election returning officer, the returning officer observes in the order that the quorum in the scheme of administration is presence of 1/3 members. Therefore, the quorum would be 4, and there were 5 on the said date, and the chairman could be elected. The learned senior counsel for the respondent, Jaykumar S. Patil, would take this court through an order passed by the coordinate bench in identical circumstances, where the coordinate bench has relegated those persons to challenge those actions of election to the Wakf board before the tribunal, invoking in terms of section 83, 1 and 2 of the Wakf Act 1995. The coordinate bench has held as follows. The flag hakideni, just Dixit ಅವರು. In that light,
section 14(8) is to be considered.
I will not get into all that. Yes, in that light, the learned senior counsel would submit, in the wake of the said order passed by the coordinate bench, these matters arising out of the elections that are already over to the board. The petitioner, who claims to be a voter from the Electoral College of Mutawallis, cannot maintain this petition. It has to be necessarily before the tribunal. The submission of the learned senior counsel, Jaykumar S. Patil, would merit acceptance on a plain reading of what the coordinate bench has held, which is quoted supra. Therefore, the petitioner who claims to be a voter to the board is reserved liberty, if he so desires, to approach the tribunal by filing a necessary petition under section 83, 1 and 2, as is held by the coordinate bench. A writ petition challenging the election process after the conclusion of the elections, in the considered view of this court, would not be maintainable. The other issue which the learned senior counsel projects is with regard to the quorum. It is the same will also have to be thrashed out before the tribunal in the light of the fact that the petitioner is not the one who is aggrieved before the tribunal in appropriately drawn proceedings. Therefore, leaving the petitioner with liberty to urge all the contentions that are urged in the subject petition before the Wakf, before the tribunal under section 83 of the Act, I deem it appropriate to dispose these petitions. All, as observed here and above, all contentions of both the parties shall remain open.
ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇರ್ಮನ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಚಾಲೆಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಶುರು ಆಗಿದೆ. ದೇ ಫೈಲ್ಡ್ ಎ ಪೆಟಿಷನ್ ಚಾಲೆಂಜಿಂಗ್
ಅಮೆಂಡ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಾಡಿ
ಅದೊಂದು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಎ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್.
Correct. The petition, beginning ಅಲ್ಲಿ madam, the petitioners were initially before this court calling in question the inclusion of the name of the third respondent into the electoral roll for the elections to the member of the Wakf board from the electoral college, i.e. Mutawallis. Pursuant to the election of the third respondent and his further election as chairman for the Karnataka Wakf board, the amendment, the prayer is amended to raise a challenge to the said subsequent development of the third respondent being appointed as a chairman.
May I make a submission, please? I'm appearing in serial number 20, please.
Yenayt?
Milord, I have done it on various other grounds also, Milords.
No,
because,
sir, I will not.
Milords, I have challenged on various other grounds, not only restricted to these two grounds, Milords. I'm sorry, I'm not present before this one report because I'm injured. Because I was.
No, that's all right, Sharma sir, that's all right. But they are an offshoot of the elections, no doubt.
Milords, even I may be given that liberty, Milords, to go before the tribunal and urge all the points which are raised in the petition.
Where have I denied?
No,
You have all the
order in
liberty.
both
Same order in that also, sir.
please, it may not be limited only to the election of the chairman. That is what is was my.
No, both are together. They are 20 and 20.1.
Please,
Same order in both.
I'm grateful.
Yes. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡಿ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಜಡ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅದು ಯಾವುದು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಎಸ್, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್.
Admission 21.
ಇದೇನಾಗಿದೆ? That
has been done.
Investigation is complete.
Completed. Sent it for sanction. In fact, I wanted to make a mention, my lord, that your lordship order says file the report before this court.
Correct.
We want liberty to file it before the jurisdiction court.
Where is it?
It's not. In fact, I want to mention, my lord, but
ಒಂದು ಮೆಮೊ ಕೊಡಿ, we will pass an order on that. Yes.
Anyway, it's gone to the sanctioning authority. So
this is a different thing.
Yes,
yes sir.
May I request Manoj to take 35068 notes?
I am holding 35068.
The entire reports are done.
ಯಾವ್ದಿದು? That BK ನಾಗರಾಜಪ್ಪ. ಕೊಡಿ. ಸ್ಟೇ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಎಂಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. Oh, same order.
No, but one matter there is a full stay.
ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ?
21.4.
Complete full stay ಇದೆಯಾ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ? Why special for you? Correct.
In fact, this petition, not the 25th.
But nimdeng stay ಆಯ್ತು. Is my order, is it?
Not.
Not my order. Yes. Yes.
In 21.3, my lord.
Correct. I had passed those orders. The coordinate bench has stated completely in your case. ಅದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಲೇಬಾರ್ದು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅದು. ಆಯ್ತು, will modify it. Yes, what's the matter now? Tell me. ಈಗ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ?
Large number of investigation completed.
All right.
This petition, 21.3.
ಯಾವ್ದದು? ಇವ್ರು ಜೀವನ್ ಕುಮಾರ್.
Yes. That petition, my lord, in fact, the protective order which your lordship has granted, we want that order to be vacated. Because we want a custodial interrogation for various reasons. I'll place those documents.
Custodial interrogation ಬೇಕಾ?
For the reason to the document annexed along with this petition itself.
This also is not my order. Yes. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ.
ಹೌದು.
Oh, the vacation. All right. Yes, Jeevan Kumar.
Case number 328.
320.
Plus is both the CID which is now been investigating is crime number 56 and crime number 7.
All right.
Plus CID has been omitted to investigate. May I read that order?
The matter is now entrusted to CID.
Kindly see the entrustment.
Mic use ಮಾಡಿ Jeevan Kumar.
Kindly see the entrustment order. Page number 328, Mulot.
All right.
May I read that?
Yes.
ಪ್ರಸ್ತಾವನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ವಿವರಿಸಿರುವ ಅಂಶಗಳ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ನಿಗಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಅನುಷ್ಠಾನಗೊಳಿಸಿರುವ ಗಂಗಾ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ಯೋಜನೆ, ಸಮೃದ್ಧಿ ಯೋಜನೆ, ಭೂ ಒಡೆತನ ಯೋಜನೆ, ಐರಾವತ ಯೋಜನೆ ಹಾಗೂ ನಿಗಮದ ಇತರ ಯೋಜನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹಣ ದುರುಪಯೋಗವಾಗಿರುವ ಕುರಿತು ಈ ಕೆಳಕಂಡ ಪ್ರಕರಣಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸಮಗ್ರ ತನಿಖೆಗಾಗಿ ಸಿಐಡಿ. Plus none of this ಯೋಜನೆಸ್ have been investigated till today. Now if the CID were to place one single document that they have investigated all these programs.
No. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಬೋವಿ ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಷನ್ ಲೇ ಬರುತ್ತಾ?
ಹೌದು.
Page number.
That is the reason why the government appointed CID to investigate all these schemes. Really, crime number 56 and crime number 7, which my friend is now arguing, both are not there.
Crime number 56 ಯಾರ್ದು?
Crime number 56 was registered in Siddhapura police station.
All right.
Crime number 7 was registered in Dodbalapur. by the beneficiaries.
56, 2024 ಅಲ್ಲ?
Please, my lords.
Page number, sir. Page number.
328.
328.
ಅಲ್ಲ, Constitution of Annexure AQ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
ಹೌದು ಸರ್.
ಅದು ಕಾಪಿ ಕೊಡಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ.
ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಸರ್.
ಅಲ್ಲದೇನೆ ಇಲ್ವಂತಲ್ಲ.
328 is an order.
Well, crime number 56 and crime number 7 was not there. Because none of the investigation was going on in this respective business. Only 3 officials, my lords, one Nagarajappa, one Leelavati, Subbappa has been targeted. And kindly see, my lords, which is the year which it is to be considered. I was posted to Bovi Corporation on 5/4/2021.
5/4/2021. All right.
Plus, if my lords were to kindly take Annexure C, page number 59. There was an initial complaint by one Narayan Swami.
You were posted as what?
General manager.
You're a government servant.
Please.
All right. You're a politician posted or you're a government servant?
Government servant.
Yes.
Grade 1. 8/3/2021, one Narayan Swami files a complaint stating that there's in 2018-19, may I read that first paragraph, page number 59. ದೂರು ಅರ್ಜಿ ಸಾರಾಂಶ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಿ.ಆರ್. ಅಂಬೇಡ್ಕರ್ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ನಿಗಮದ ನಿಯಮಿತ ಹಾಗೂ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ
ಇದೇ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ 17A ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ.
ಹೌದು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೇ.
I had granted stay.
There are 6 FIRs registered against this. 3 by ACB and 3 by CID.
ACB?
Earlier ACB, now Lokayukta, where no sanctions have been granted.
No, all on Bovi Corporation.
All on Bovi Corporation, same allegations. That is why all the 6 FIRs, my lords, have made party to this proceedings. There was a complaint initially by one Narayan Swami, even before I was posted there, that there was an allegation in 2018-19. When I took charge, my lords, if my lords were to kindly take page number 63. My lords, if my lords were to kindly take Annexure 65, my lords. I myself filed a complaint before the Honorable CM. That there is Honorable CM through proper course on 21/11/2021, even before this, all this complaints.
When did you take charge?
5/4/2021.
All right.
I myself files a complaint through proper channel on 21/11/2021.
Against whom?
Against the allegations. I don't mention that there are allegations.
So large scale misappropriation in Bovi Corporation was highlighted by you.
By first highlighted because highlighted that incident, my lords, I have been made a scapegoat. Because
that's your submission.
That is my submission. 1. My lords, if my lords were to kindly take page number 66. Each and every details, my lords, para 3, 2019. Page number 65 in the para 3 and para 4, if my lords were to kindly see, para 7. All the allegations which have been taken, and I have appended all the documents which have been appended in this petition to the complaint filed by to the Honorable CM. Based on which, my lords, I have been.
So you have questioned all the 5 FIRs here?
No, yes. All the 5, if my lords.
ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲೂ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ವಾ?
ಆಗಿದೆ.
ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರಲ್ಲೂ ಆಗಿದೆ.
Some are done by.
ಒಂದು ACB ಗೆ ನಾನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ.
What is the outcome of these investigations?
Some are done by Lokayukta. Some are done by CID.
All right.
He made a Lokayukta also the party.
No, which are the investigations now conducted by the CID?
Well, they are only conducting crime number 7 and crime number 56.
Crime number 7 and 56.
Please.
Crime number 7 and 56 the complaint ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ?
Well, see, my lords, kindly. Let's page number 216.
I made a table.
ಕೊಡಿ.
Page number 216. Plus, if these both the complaints were to be added, my lords, they say that 100 crores, 150 crores. If these both the complaints, my lords, beneficiaries are not more than 30. 5 ಲಕ್ಷ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ನೀವು ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ರು 3 ಕೋಟಿ ದಾಟಲ್ಲ.
ಅಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಲಿಗೇಷನ್ ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ
ಸೇಮ್ ಅಲಿಗೇಷನ್
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಸೇಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಬೋಗಸ್ ನೇಮ್ಸ್ ಕಾಂಪನ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಆರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಇಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಬೋವಿ ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ.
ಬೋಗಸ್ ನೇಮ್ಸ್ ನಾನು ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದಿರೋದು ಸರ್ಕಾರದಿಂದ.
ಯಾವ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್? ಯಾವ ಸರ್ಕಾರದಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂತು ನಿಮಗೆ?
ನಮಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು ಇಂಥವ್ರಿಗೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತ.
ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅದು?
ಈಗ
ಟೋಟಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
whatever the list was given.
What is the list total?
The sanction list, we have not produced it.
ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ?
Nobody.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ ದುಡ್ಡು, ಬಟ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ?
What they do, my lord, the entire list, entire document in Bowie Corporation has been destroyed.
ಏನು ಇಲ್ವಾ ಈಗ?
ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. They file a complaint saying that documents have been destroyed.
Who has filed the complaint?
Corporation only.
Now, ಆಯ್ತು ಎಷ್ಟು?
And we have traced all these things by looking into the bank records.
Correct. Bank records ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡು ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇವರು?
It is
Kindly see, Mulaj.
Let me understand the magnitude of the scam.
Scam ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಗಂಗಾ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ಯೋಜನೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರದು ಆಚೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
In Doddaballapur, about 11 crores, 200 plus people money.
200 plus people ಬೋವಿ ಜನಾಂಗಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರಿದವರು 200 ಜನಕ್ಕೆ 5 ಲಕ್ಷ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತ?
11 plus crores is
so 11 crores
in one crime.
In 11 crores is one crime. ಒಬ್ರಿಗೂ ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ. Not a pie has gone to any person.
I am sorry. All the amount have been deposited to the beneficiaries. All the amount has been deposited to the beneficiaries account.
Each of the beneficiaries.
Please.
In the list given by the government.
Yes. They say that from beneficiary we have manipulated. All the amount.
Beneficiary itself you have manipulated.
Beneficiaries ata ನಾವು ದುಡ್ಡು ತಗೊಂಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಂತ. All the amount has gone to the beneficiaries.
No, what according to you, what was the modus operandi?
What they do, my lord, modus operandi is this: get the person's name, identify.
No, get the person's name. Andre who gets it?
There is a team working.
All right. Now he says names have come from the government.
It's not come from the government. In fact, I'll
let them produce the
I'll take those documents also, my lord, where you're relying on a government document. Names are taken, signatures have been taken. The letter has been given to the bank saying that open bank account in these beneficiaries' names and give all the document back to us, including checkbook.
Then you may have to file on comprehensive note.
I'll place that.
ಜೀವನ್ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ನೋಟ್ ಹಾಕಿ. ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರದು ಏನೇನಿದೆ ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ and how and where is the list that the government sends you pay to these beneficiaries.
Please.
And you should show that the amount has gone to those beneficiaries.
Well, complaint itself says that ನನ್ನ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಗೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಬಂದಿದೆ, ನನ್ನ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಅವ್ರ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಗೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಹೋಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ.
ನಿಮ್ಮ BK ನಾಗರಾಜಪ್ಪ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಗೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ.
ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಮತ್ತೆ
let them produce one single document that 1 rupee has come from Bowie Corporation or from any of the beneficiaries. From any of the beneficiaries direct to my account. If they were to establish Mulaj, I'll withdraw this case.
No, it's not gone to his account. It's gone to the enterpriser's account. Enterpriser's account accounts, all the money has gone to the enterpriser's account. Enterprisers are the people who are along with him and then managing the entire business.
They are also accused.
They are also accused. And the enterprisers houses are in the houses of BK Nagarajappa.
Houses are?
Enterprisers, their residence addresses.
This man said
earlier IO ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಟರ್ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ದನದ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ.
ಈಗ IO ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು.
ಅಲ್ಲ, IO ಬೇರೆ IO ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ಹೋದಾಗ they found the enterprises there. Then Mulaj, if they were to make that statement,
that's why I made a
let the IO make a statement
Jeevan Kumar
by way of an affidavit.
The Bowie Corporation is for a particular purpose.
Please.
The beneficiaries identified are poor people where they should get money.
Please.
All right, 5 lakhs per person is what is there. ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ
ಅಲ್ಲ,
biggest sin.
If all the complaints were to be read, the beneficiaries
money that should go to a poor man, if
plus beneficiaries
allegation.
I'll beneficiaries submits that all the amounts have come to their account. To conduct a business, they had entered into an agreement with the enterprises.
What business? Construction.
There was an
ಈಗ ದುಡ್ಡು ಏನಕ್ಕೆ
ಈ ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ,
ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗಂಗಾ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ಯೋಜನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು? ಬೋರ್ವೆಲ್ಗೆ.
ಅದನ್ನ
ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೋರ್ವೆಲ್ ಡಿಗ್ ಆಗಿದೆ?
ಅದು ಇವತ್ತವರೆಗೂ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ಆಗೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ರೀಸನ್.
ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೋರ್ವೆಲ್ ಡಿಗ್
ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ?
ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೋರ್ವೆಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾನೆ.
ಈ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ 7 ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ 56 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಕೇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಬೋರ್ವೆಲ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ವಾಟ್ ಮೈ ಸಬ್ಮಿಷನ್
ಬಡವರಿಗೆ 5 ಲಕ್ಷ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಬೋರ್ವೆಲ್ಗೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ.
Mulaj, if that were to be allegation, Mulaj,
what
I have now
bigger sin can one
crime number 56 and crime number 7 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಎರಡೇ ಇರೋದು. ಅಂಗಡಿ ಹಾಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ 5 ಲಕ್ಷ ರೂಪಾಯಿ
ಆಯ್ತು.
ಅಂಗಡಿ ಹಾಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಂಟರ್ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ಗೆ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಆಗಿದೆ.
ನೀವು
ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್.
ಜಗದೀಶ್
Yes, madam.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಹ್ಯಾಪ್ ಹಜಾರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ, ಈಗ ಸರಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ.
ಯಾಕೆ why this half-hearted
Let them
investigation?
produce one record with.
One
In the cases of these poor, what is the total?
One investigation officer was suspended.
Allah,
Second
what is
investigation
the
officer-
total amount now would have to go to a poor man is now swindled, allegedly swindled?
More than 80 plus.
80 crores.
ಐರಾವತ ಯೋಜನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ
ಐರಾವತ
ಯೋಜನೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಓಲಾ ಊಬರ್ ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದೇರ್ ವೇರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಎ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್. ರಾಯಚೂರ್ಗೆ ಓಲಾ ಊಬರ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸರ್ಕಾರದಿಂದ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ we investigated.
So if your apprehension is that Jagdish,
Yes, madam.
that many other heads will roll and shoddy investigation.
No, it is not. In fact, my lord, your lordship may request your lordship to see two documents of this petition, my lord. Page 377. Page 377.
Now, according to you, this is 80 plus crores that is taken away.
Yes. Page 377, my lord, is a notification which is.
If that order were to be read, 378 minutes.
All right.
2018-19 ಇಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತಿರೋದು. ಅವ್ರು ನಾನು ಹೋಗಿರೋದೇ 2021 ಗೆ.
ಅಲ್ಲ, the GO.
ಇದು government order ಇದು.
Government order. There is no such government order.
No government order.
No government order.
Plus let them file.
No government order in existence?
Kindly see page number.
ಇದ್ರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ 5 ಲಕ್ಷ 10 ಲಕ್ಷ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು.
This is the government order which my learned friend has clients has manufactured.
Kindly see page number. Kindly
they
see.
place the government order in which the signatures have been extracted. Your lordship may see the signatures in.
No, you mean to say on the basis of a forged government order, these amounts
Yes.
are transferred?
Yes. No. And I'll also show how the file notings, my lord, is also fake file notings. Your lordship may see the signature in this government order. And your lordship match the signatures found in this GO.
ಅಲ್ಲ, government order ಬೇರೆ ತರ ಇದೆ.
Government order ಬೇರೆ, signatures have been taken from this GO. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ 22/1/2021 ಇದೆ. Now the 22/1 has made it 22/2. And signature is taken from this GO.
So now according to you, on the basis of this forged GO, 5 lakhs and 10 lakhs ಸಹಾಯಧನ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಮಾಡುವುದು ಅಂತ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ.
ಹೌದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವ ತರ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಸ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ವಿ.
ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ.
ಬಟ್ ಈ ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಅದೇನಿಲ್ಲ.
There is no government order. There is no such government order. In fact, this government order also nothing to do with this one. But this signatures of this government order is copied from this government order.
Date is.
May verify the signatures, my lord. It's on.
That I see. Yes.
And even number 2, number 1, if I show in my iPad, my lord, it's visible. How number 1 has been.
ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ.
And
let's see.
And second, my lord, there's one file notings which my learned friend has produced. That file notings, my lord, is also fully is a fake one.
Page of Jeevan Kumar.
Page, my lord, is 68 in the page 68, man.
File noting.
Yes. 68, 69.
It was not from the original record?
No, there is no such. In fact, what he has done, my lord, your lordship may see 70 and 71. He has copied the 71 file and printed the text in 70 to make it appear that this file has gone all the way to get approval from the chief minister.
There is no approval of the chief minister?
No approval. There is no, this file has not gone in this manner.
Where are the original records?
That original also been destroyed. Unfortunately, my lord, there was a record photocopy was found. And I'll place this photocopy, my lord, your lordship may see how the signatures have been. This is the.
These documents were produced before the CM itself, not for the first time. And if my lords have to kindly see,
and all the
and
signatures,
it is all
lord,
attested
fact,
by the managing director.
The attested signatures which he is making as the one of the Leelavati signature, it is also fake. It is not a Leelavati signature.
So, yeah, page number.
Who is Leelavati?
Leelavati is also one of the accused, managing director.
Oh, she is the managing director.
He is the managing director. He makes it as if attestation, the document is obtained through her, and then.
Leelavati ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ appear ಆಗೋದು ಇವರ. ಅದು ಸ್ಟೇ ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾಡಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
Page number 68, my lords, I have produced it before Honorable CM in the year 2021 and not today for the first time. My
In
lords.
fact, your lordship may see all the government files, my lord, each para has a number.
Correct.
Your lordship may see how this page 70 has been numbered. Page 70, my lord. First para is point number 1, second para is point number 2. Then there is no paras because then they have to match the. And in fact, your lordship may see at page 70 at the bottom.
ಈಗ 3 ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ?
3 ಕೆಳಗಡೆ signature. ಅದನ್ನ match ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ these texts have been printed. Even this file which my learned friend relies on, saying that this is how that has been done. And in fact, my lord, why investigation did not take place for one of this reason. And we were looking based on this document. And then we came to know this document itself is fake.
So there is no chief minister's signature, there is no file notings of the chief minister, nothing.
Nothing.
They have a copy, my lords. Let them send it to forensic and get it.
We will send it. That is
we
why
have produced it before producing.
That's why investigate ಕಳಿಸಿಲ್ವಾ ಇನ್ನು?
ಅಲ್ಲ.
Will stay ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ?
ಏನಿಲ್ಲ.
ಏನಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. Original documents is not available. Original documents, they claim that it is.
Where is the complaint or whatever the documents are destroyed or the documents illa?
I think my learned friend also placed that in this petition.
It has been charge sheet has been filed, my lords. Page number 205.
Complaint ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
It is against FDA. Charge sheet has also been filed. Page number 206.
Against whom is this?
PD Subappa.
He has destroyed on them.
He has destroyed.
You have examined
He is
him?
also an accused.
He is also an accused.
Because only we three are made
accused against other accused.
We three have been made accused, not from 2018-19. None of them have been examined till today.
No, when
if the allegation were to be from
this is
2018,
the document which we have come to know. But reason why I'm asking modification of this I'm not insisting with respect to other petitioners. But this petitioner, my lord, the lordship, the protective order has to be vacated. The reason that the document which he has appended to this court are fake.
Plus, let him file an affidavit, my lords. I'll reply.
I'm placing it. I've placed the document, my lord, should show this on
by
plain reading.
Oral submission, my lords, I cannot even reply.
We'll file, get an affidavit filed, no problem.
Let them file. I'll also file an affidavit, my lords. Let there be an inquiry. If IO is to be wrong, my lords, he will also be prosecuted.
Who?
If IO makes a false submission that these were never there, without obtaining any documents from the government, my lords.
We have obtained, in fact, we have recorded
investigation papers.
In fact, we have recorded the statement of the person who signed this GO, whose signatures have been now extracted and placed here. We have recorded statements of all those people, which confirms that all these documents are fake.
All right.
It is not that not recorded. It's already been done.
Inquiry ಮುಗಿಸಿ ನನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಾ ಹಾಕಿ. The 2023 that this is going on, one after the other FIRs have been registered.
Then complete. We'll pass an order to complete the investigation and file your final report, whatever it is.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And for the purpose of investigation, whatever you want, they will cooperate.
Yes, ma'am.
ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ we will direct them to.
ನಾವು ಪ್ರತಿ ದಿವಸ ಹೋಗಿದ್ವಿ, ನಾವು ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಕೊಡೋರು ನೀವು ಬರಬೇಡಿ ಅಂತ ಅವರೇ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಆಚೆ ಕಳ್ಸೋದು.
We want a custodial interrogation. We don't want them. We send them back.
In law, whatever you want to do, I will close these.
Kindly see, they say that all the documents have been destroyed. Kindly see page number 371. There's one more FIR registered in 2024.
Against whom?
Against us. Based on some audit report where there is no original documents at all.
That we'll see. Those are all matters pending in investigation. Let the investigation go on.
Plus, we have not objected.
You cooperate with the investigation. We'll close this and permit you to approach the court once final report is filed. That's the best way, because these are all seriously disputed facts. It is better they file a final report, whether it is B report or
we are
charge sheet. Yes,
if they file,
will complete in next 2 months, 2 to 3 months. In fact, auditing report is also been done. Investigation has been
complete the investigation in all the crimes and file your final report.
Yes. We will cooperate, my lords. Let there not be a custodial interrogation.
No, that they will ask before the concerned court. You seek permission or whatever it is. This I will
anyway,
2023 registered, my lords. We are in 2025. Till now, no investigation report has been filed.
Investigation ಅದಕ್ಕೆ 2 years ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ.
ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡಿ ನಾನು ಕಸ್ಟಡಿಯಲ್ ಇಂಟ್ರಾಗೇಷನ್ ನಾನು ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತಾನೆ ನಾನು ಸ್ಕೇಪ್.
No, that order I cannot pass here. You seek whatever you want to seek from the, I will dispose these petitions.
Yes, my lord. Yes.
You seek whatever order you want before the concerned court, they will defend it.
Anyway, he's not on bail, we can
Hello, whatever it is.
Yes, ma'am.
No problem.
Yes.
ಅಲ್ಲ, protective orders could be continued.
No, till you approach the, they will see, I cannot say custodial interrogation kodi kodbedi alla. They will have to seek it before the concerned court.
ಈಗ ಅವರೇ
They will seek it.
bail ಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ we were protected by these orders.
What orders are here?
Not to take any precipitative action. Same orders which my lords had passed. And
No, if they are wanting custodial interrogation, how can I say no? Adike, let it be concerned, let it be. I will permit you to do that. Till then, these orders will continue.
Please.
Till the concerned court takes up the issue.
Bail issue. They want to approach the bail court, ma'am.
Oh, whatever.
Yes.
Bail court or you want custodial interrogation, whatever it is.
Lordship may fix up time, maybe 2 weeks, my lord, and after that time.
Not even 2 weeks. I will grant 10 days time for him to approach whatever is. Yes.
Maybe 2 weeks, my lord.
10 days and 2 weeks.
Good.
Yes. The petitioners in all these cases are said to be accused in different crimes, in different crimes, all for offences punishable under section 406, 420, 149 and allied offences of the IPC. The crux of the issue, the fulcrum of the allegation against these petitioners.
One submission. ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ 3 ACB ಇದೆ. ಅದು ಬೇರೆ ಕೇಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೇ ಇದೆ. Because there is no sanction.
ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ?
ACB cases.
Which is that ACB? ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ petition ಇದೆಯಾ ನನ್ನ ಮುಂದೆ?
ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ FIRs ಹಾಕಿದ್ವಿ. Which are before CID ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು.
Which are before CID. Yes. ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು? ಅದ ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಅದು ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಬರೀತೀನಿ ಕೊನೆಗೆ. Yes, so and so. Against ಹಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ. The gravamen of the allegations against these petitioners, the accused in different crimes, is certain misappropriation of funds belonging to the Bowie Corporation. According to the learned counsel for the petitioner, it is the petitioner who has flagged the issues before the Chief Minister initially on 21/11/2021 itself, and therefore he has been made a scapegoat in all these proceedings. The learned additional advocate general, learned additional SPP, Special Public Prosecutor B.N. Jagdish, would, by taking this court through the documents appended to the petition, would submit that certain documents produced with particular reference to a government order, pursuant to which all the funds are released and close to 80 crores of amount that should belong to every person belonging to Bowie community is swindled by the accused. This is the allegation. The investigation is on, and this court and the coordinate benches of this court had granted certain protective orders not to take any coercive steps against these petitioners in the garb of investigation. On hearing these petitions or the submissions of the respective parties, particularly in cases where the investigation is conducted by the CID, it is shrouded with seriously disputed questions of fact. Therefore, investigation would undoubtedly become necessary. Investigation was permitted. The learned special public prosecutor submits that the investigation is at the concluding stage, and the petitioner, one B.K. Nagarajappa, should be petitioner in 35068 of 2024, Dr. B.K. Nagarajappa is required for custodial interrogation, and it's only then the investigation would get complete. The necessity of custodial interrogation or otherwise is always open for the prosecution to take action in accordance with law. In the light of the necessity of investigation getting completed and a final report to be filed before the concerned court, I deem it appropriate to direct the prosecution in cases where investigation is conducted by the CID to conclude the investigation within
3 months.
So to conclude the investigation, the learned special public prosecutor would submit that is 3 months time. If 3 months time is granted, the investigation would be complete and the final report would be filed before the concerned court. In the light of the issue projecting huge magnitude of misappropriation of funds to the tune of 80 crores, I deem it appropriate to direct the prosecution to complete the investigation and file its final report before the concerned court. The learned counsel for the petitioner submits that till submits that the petitioners were under the protective orders passed by the coordinate benches of this court, and this court as well, and that should be continued till they secure bail from the hands of the concerned court. In the light of these protective orders, I deem it appropriate to, in the light of the protective orders subsisting, I deem it appropriate to continue the same for a period of 2 weeks from today to
Of receipt,
10 days.
from date of receipt of the copy.
No,
10 days from the date of receipt of the copy of the order for the petitioners to seek appropriate relief / bail or otherwise before the competent court, before the concerned competent court. The interim protection would continue to a maximum of 10 days from the date of receipt of the copy of the, from the date the copy is web hosted. It is made clear merely because this court has rendered the protective orders, it would not mean that the concerned court is bound by the protective orders. It would operate only to enable the petitioners to approach the concerned court seeking appropriate orders Yes, with the aforesaid observations, the petitions stand disposed.
In fact, one example, my lord, how money has been traveled. Your Lordship may
ಅಲ್ಲ
see
ಅದು
this. Your Lordship-
ಬರತ್ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ನೋಡೋಣ ಬಿಡಿ. Yes.
Because Your Lordship may see this one document, my lord, how.
ಕೊಡಿ.
Madam.
ಏನ್ ನಮಗೊಂದು ಕಾಪಿ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ
ಅವ್ರದ್ದೇ
ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್
ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಮಗೆ ಕಾಪಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಳೆ ಐಒ ಡೆತ್ ನೋಟ್ ನೇ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಜೆರಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕಾಪಿ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ.
Your Lordship, the first
When
page,
IO
my lord.
can manipulate the investigation, my lords, and she can file in her bail application all this document.
ದಿ ಕನ್ಸರ್ನ್ ಇಸ್ ನಿಮ್ದು ಇದು ಅಲ್ಲ, ಬಡವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸೇರ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋ 80 ಕೋಟಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ.
ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ಲಿ, ನಾವು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ.
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿದೆ, ಹೆಂಗ್ ಹೋಗಿದೆ.
ಅವರು ದೊಡ್ಡವ್ರನ್ನ ಉಳ್ಸಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ಕೇಪ್
That is why heads would roll ಅಂತ don't conduct a shoddy investigation. Yes.
In fact, Your Lordship may see this, the manner in which agreements have been entered, and then initially, my lord, is that total amount was that. Amount was paid 2 times, and subsequently, the same property was sold at, and all this money has gone from these enterprises account.
1 ಕೋಟಿ 50 ಲಕ್ಷ, 1 ಕೋಟಿ 50 ಲಕ್ಷ.
ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಫಸ್ಟ್ 10 ಕೋಟಿ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿನ ಫೈನಲಿ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಸೋಲ್ಡ್ ಅಟ್ 1 crore.
ಅದೇ 65 crores on the 40 crores. Anyway, investigation barli, yes.
Great. We are not aware, but the IO in her bail petition can produce a death note which was not even in existence. Andre
ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಡೆತ್ ನೋಟ್?
ತಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ
ಕನಕಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಕೇಸ್. ಸರಿ.
She has produced in her bail application Xerox copy of the death note.
Who?
ಕನಕಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ.
ಬೇಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದಾರಾ ಈಗ?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಡೆತ್ ನೋಟ್ ನ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ತಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಏನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದಾರ ನಮ್ಮ
ಏನ್ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, 90 ದಿನ ಅರೆಸ್ಟೇ ಮಾಡಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಟಿವ್, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಅವರ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅನಕ್ಷರ
ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಬನ್ನಿ ಅಂತ ಇನ್ವೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರೇ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ.
ಆ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ ಇವ್ರು ನಮಗ್ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾಪೀಸ್ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್.
That is the case, we'll also look into that also.
And death note, the trial court has approved.
And file a memo in that. Yes. All these matters disposed.
In that case, Milords, there's one apprehension. SIT, it appears that SIT is not signing the charge sheet.
Why?
If SIT doesn't sign the charge sheet,
no, I have no government notification, and my order is that they are officers in charge of the police station.
That is what apprehension now, that SIT officers are not signing.
This would come up in future anta adike madidna.
In fact, I sent a notification draft also to government there.
It was a submission before the trial court. That is why I made the submission.
Yes,
In fact, they suggested that can we give the file back to the local police station and file it. I said no need because government.
No,
anyway will-
government, I have government order is there and I have myself
And
directed.
if
to do
SIT doesn't sign the charge sheet, my lords, the officer who has been investigated, chief investigator, is of also rank of DYSP. And DYSP investigating under DYSP, they would be.
Howದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ?
ಅದೇ ಕನಕಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಕೇಸ್.
Constitute ಮಾಡಿರೋ committee ಯಾರು DYSP ಇಲ್ಲ.
Lordship has permitted, my lord, the chief investigation.
I have only said that he should file the charge sheet.
SIT members are not signing the charge sheet.
Good. We'll see what has happened. Why is it not signing?
No, because a chief investigation officer is signing it.
ಸಾಕು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಏನ್ ಬೇಕು?
I don't understand. My learned friend should be happy with the investigation, in the manner investigation is.
We are happy with the investigation. The problem is tomorrow there should not be a technical issue.
ಆ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿ you should be.
Tomorrow that should not be a technical
No,
issue.
that's all right. We'll take care of it.
Even
ಅದು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ಹೆಂಗಿದ್ರು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Yes. Yes, next.
In fact, my lord, if not for your lordship's order, this even Bovi Corporation investigation would not have gone in a manner which required. Grateful for that.
Let's see. Yes.
Lords,
Read in the matter,
senior has personal inconvenience.
Which senior?
Dr. Sondi, my lords.
This is the matter where,
Arguing the matter throughout.
this is the matter where,
SIT.
yes, my lord.
ಇಲ್ಲ, senior has appeared in last two occasions.
ಹೌದಾ?
We have concluded the investigation. I just produced a copy of the charge sheet, my lords. The boy,
Al file ಮಾಡಿ.
ಅಲ್ಲ, copy for my lords to.
Now you, no, investigation ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತನಾ ಇವ್ರದ್ದು?
ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳೋದು.
My lords, if it may be had on
The prayer.
26.
Oh, you have administered anti-venom.
The investigation says morphine and amphetamine residuals in the body. Overdose ಆಗಿ ತೀರೋಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ the investigation. The
Morphine prescribe ಮಾಡಿದ್ಯಾರು?
ನಾವು ಮಾಡೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. He has taken it. That's what the report says.
No, is he a cancer patient?
No.
Then why did he take morphine?
It was a rock concert which was going on. He comes and with his brother, while dancing, he collapses. The brother immediately takes him to the hospital. ಇದು hospital premise ಒಳಗೇನೆ. Then the hospital does the entire treatment and he doesn't or he succumbs to the treatment. ನಾವು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ it is found that is overdose ಅಂತ.
ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಯಾರ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
I mean, we have not filed a charge sheet as against anybody. We have only stated that this is the investigation report which says that overdose ಇಂದ ತೀರೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
CCTV footage ಏನೋ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೆಯಾ? Last year, just Devdas or order ಏನೋ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ.
My lords may permit me to read the entire investigation report which
My lords,
indicates
some order ಇದೆ, my lords, actually.
ನನ್ನ order ಇದೆಯಾ? That is where you had appeared.
No, my lords, ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲೂ the one after that, where senior
Court
had
speaks
appeared.
otherwise and same is not furnished. Give the report. What is
please,
the report?
please, Manoj.
I have directed you to place the complete investigation papers.
Please.
And the CCTV footage transcript, this also, transcript of that.
I'll produce that, Manoj.
Copy ಕೊಡಿ ಅವರು.
ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು.
Yes.
Lords, ತಾವು order ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು for the report that should be produced was 26/4/2024, I believe, my lords.
26/4.
No, the report of the forensic department.
One moment. 19/4/2024.
Please, that was the last date.
Yes. Yes, sir. You just go through this. When is senior coming?
26th, my lord.
All right, list on 26th. 26th is working day?
Saturday, it's a sitting day.
Working Saturday, all right. List on 26th.
26th, my lords, some difficulty. Lok Adalat ಇದೆ, we are having some issues on 26th, my lords. ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನದ ಮೇಲೆ the Lok Adalat.
ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬಿಡಿ.
28th, my lords, may have it, or 25th, my lords.
26th under 11 AM if.
No, if the Lok Adalat is there, I don't think sitting will be there.
We have instructions that the Lok Adalat is there.
We will see. If there is anything, we'll adjourn it to 28th.
Please.
List on 26th as of now. Next.
23.
For the petitioner, my lords. It's a matter with regard to the Turhali forest, my lords.
Lordship, the objections are ready. No, illa samya, the objections ready agide. I'll serve a copy and file it in the.
Learned Counsel Learned AG Rahul Karyappa submits the objections should be filed in the course of the day after serving serving a copy on the petitioner. List the matter on 23rd.
Right.
Rejoinder if any by the petitioners by then.
Interim order to.
Interim order subsisting will continue till the next date of hearing.
Great.
Post and preliminary hearing. Next is ಇದೇನಿದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ dispensation. IA 1 of 2025 for early hearing stands rejected. The dispensation of the granted ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿ 4 weeks on the format order ಇದೆ. Yes. Post and preliminary hearing. Next.
24.
Petitioner, please. This is a matter where my bank account has been frozen and I have been asking the bank to give me the FIR number under which they got the authority to freeze it, and they have not divulging the same for the past 6 months. And I have been asked to.
Comment, I asked you.
My lord, I will strike that thing. I have informed the DG's office. A week's time may be granted, my lord. I'll try to secure some instructions of the Maharashtra police.
The Maharashtra police.
Maharashtra police ಗೆ that I strike
ನಿಮಗೆ ಬಂದಿರೋ communication ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಡಮ್?
ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ
My lords, may kindly have page number.
That is the only communication I've received.
That is Aswini. ಅದ?
ಅದೇ 8 fraudulent transactions ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
On the last occasion, the state was told.
We have
ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ
informed.
ಏನಿರಲ್ಲ. List the matter on 16th.
If I may just take one indulgence, please, my lords. My lords, may kindly have page number.
ಈಗ what is the amount according to you?
Line marked.
There are 4 to 5
Different accounts.
Crimes
different
registered.
accounts. Please.
Where are the crimes? The bank won't know anyway.
Yes, sir.
Allah, for the reason being, they would have received some communication, FIR number so and so,
ಕೊಡಿ ಅದೇನಿದೆ?
which they have not.
Given to the court last occasion.
Then fine.
What
ಅವ್ರ
is
ಹತ್ರ ಏನಿದೆ
this I
ಅದು?
received?
FIR ನಂಬರ್ ಯಾರು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಗೆ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ.
No, one communication would have come.
Communication ಬಂದಿರೋದು, that's what is given now.
That's the only.
Directing freezing. Bank will not know anything.
Then that FIR number may be granted to me.
By 16th, my lord, I will try to.
List the matter on 16th in the fresh matters list. The learned AGA to secure instructions and also indication of crimes registered in which the petitioner is an accused or otherwise. Yes.
25.
25 represent petitioner, my lord. Some difference between the bank and the petitioner
Early
regarding.
hearing rejected. Yes. Next.
Your lordship, on the last 4 occasions, they were directed to file an affidavit. They
Uh,
file an
The
affidavit.
affidavit we already filed, my lord. Insofar as the difference of interest is concerned, my lord, the admitted
Don't
interest.
worry. I will not sit here and decide your
ಇಲ್ಲ ಬೇಡ,
interest.
ಅದು ಬೇಡ. ಇಲ್ಲ, we are ready to pay the amount, my lord. ಅಟ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ next week ಹಾಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, we will with the chartered accountants.
List the matter on 9th as a last chance.
Please.
Yes.
Interim order.
Interim order subsisting will continue to the next date of hearing.
26.
There was an, I was asked to furnish the amended petition, which I have already furnished it on 27th of March.
List the matter in B group. Yes, next.
27.
I appear for the petitioner. The short point for my lord's consideration is whether appeal under section 2010 of the Karnataka Societies Registration Act is maintainable by a person, filed by a person other than the society. The facts of the matter is like this, my lords. The first respondent was working as a secretary in the petitioner society. This is a society.
Who is the respondent?
Respondent, appearing for the respondent, my lordship.
Yes, sir. Tell
Yes.
me.
He
Yes,
was
sir,
working
I
as a
sought
secretary.
permission to appear through the VC, my lordship.
No problem, sir. Tell me. Yes.
He was working as a secretary. First respondent was working as a secretary. When he was working as a secretary, a meeting was held. And in the meeting, some resolution was passed for amendment of the bylaws. As per the bylaws of the society, he should submit the resolution to the registrar of societies for registration after taking the approval of the income tax department, because this is a societies taking income tax tax and all that. What he does, he fabricates the resolution and files that resolution before the registrar to seek amendment of the bylaws to suit his convenience. Then the society came to know of this, and we lodged a complaint with the registrar. Look here, this amendment has been obtained by the secretary by producing the fabricated.
Objections you have filed, respondent?
I have filed, my lordship.
ನಮಗೇನು ಕಾಪಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ.
ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ. It is already submitted. Copies are already served.
Objections or documents?
Objections, my lordship. Objections has been served.
Is not even in the court file.
My lordship, it is already been served, my lordship. In the month of March itself, I have been submitted.
ನೋಡಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಯಾರು ನವಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ.
So then the registrar.
1 minute, sir.
Yes.
ನಿಮಗೆ ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ವಾ?
ನನಗೆ ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
My lordship, it has been served and already sought the
Not in the court file also, sir. There are some documents filed by respondent number 1. Memo. ಎರಡು ಜಡ್ಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ.
ಅದೇ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ
My lordship, 11/3 itself it has been filed. It has been showing in the cause list also, my lordship. Case
Cause
status, in the case status it has been shown.
Then copy should be served on them ಅಲ್ಲ.
It is already been served.
1 minute ಉಂಟು ಇಲ್ಲೇನೋ ಇದೆ ಮೇಡಮ್.
On 11/3 itself it is been
It is
served.
again memo along with documents.
That is been filed yesterday, my lordship.
Yesterday
on
file ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, file ಇದೆ.
On 11/3 I have filed the wakalat along with the objections, my lordship.
No. The registry is directed to put up the statement of objections said to have been filed by the petitioner by the respondent number 1 on 11/3/2025. In the event the objections were filed on 11/3/2025 and the same is not tagged to the file. File ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? ಎಲ್ಲಿದು ಇವರು ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಳಿಸಿ. Get everyone, including the ಯಾರಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕರೆಸಿ. Yes, we'll take it on Tuesday. Tuesday in the fresh matters list.
Interim order may be extended.
No, my lordship.
Tuesday in the fresh matters list. Yes.
Interim order may be extended. Today is for judgment.
Interim order is not been issued, my lordship. It was till
I have
2/4
said
it was
the
there.
court shall not pass pronounce its judgments.
No, my lordship, one small submission, my lordship. I have not tinkered with the documents, and moreover, they themselves have made lot of forgery documents and they have filed the.
We'll decide it on Tuesday, sir. Tuesday in the fresh matters list. Yes. Next. Interim order will continue till then.
Please.
My lordship, interim order was still 2/4. It was not there, my lordship.
Yes.
They have been dragged the case for 2 years. From past 2 years, kindly see the writ petition, my lordship.
Wait for 2 more days, sir. Yes. Next.
Ozone matter, my lord. Lord, seeking time-bound manner, my lords, to implement these orders. There is covered by judgment in series of cases.
Correct. ಕೊಡಿಯದು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ. Page 45.
Lord, sir. Yes, another one, updated one I have filed.
ಕೊಡಿ. Yes. Same order pass. Next.
29.
Please. Appearing for the respondent in this matter, my lords.
Yesterday I filed objection to the application filed by them, my lord. Since it does not reach it thereafter, my lord, evening I filed.
ಏನಿದು?
Lords, the election is conducted on 2/3/2025. A new body has come into existence. They have filed it along with the statement of objections. This is also submitted in terms of section 13 of the Societies Registration Act. Now they want to come and dispute that no election took place on 2/3/2025 for various reasons, ABCD.
Interim order ಏನೋ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನದು?
Lords, interim order is the suspension is said to have been made in respect of the 6th respondent amongst other respondents who is now before the court. Lords, that was challenged before the district registrar. District registrar said there is a stay of the order of suspension or the dismissal as the case may be. That is challenged before this honorable court by the erstwhile body, saying that this order should not have been passed by the district registrar. Now that body is not in existence.
When did it cease to exist?
Lords, 2/3/2025.
When is the order of the registrar?
Lords, order of the registrar
28.
28/3 na?
Yes.
2.
28/2. Now, who is the managing committee?
Lords, I have enclosed the list, my lords. None of the persons who are signatories on behalf of the petitioners are the office bearers.
They have ceased to be office bearers?
They have ceased to be the office bearers.
Administrators taken over?
Lords, now the new body is taken over.
New body when?
Lords, 23/5, because once election takes place and it is filed with the registrar, then the new body comes.
23/5?
No.
2/3/2025.
Election has not taken place.
2/3/25.
Yes.
What are you challenging now?
No, my lord. What he says is, my lord, new committee has taken place, my lord. General body was supposed to held on 2/3, my lord. It was adjourned, my lord, on 1/3, my lord. It was adjourned.
and election officer was not there, my
So
lord.
according to you, you are
Yes.
still the
Yes,
managing
yes, my
committee?
lord. Yes, you fixed the meeting, my lord, on yesterday, my lord.
Now what is challenged here? Suspension
No, my
of
lord, suspension order is passed, my
of
lord.
whom?
Of the respondent number 3 to 9, my lord, only one respondent is appearing, others are yet to service, notice has to be served.
That's all
my
right.
lord.
Don't-
Yes.
Ah.
3 to 6, my lord, initially suspended after
Who
detailed inquiry.
who passes the orders?
General body, my lord, and
General body in the Nivo.
yes. Committee as well as a general body. Committee and general
committee
body
has
has a is power, my lord.
But where is the jurisdiction of
Annexure is,
the
that's all.
grant stay order?
Lords,
3 suits are pending.
your lordships have taken a view that in respect of the election matters.
Election matter alle. Adu
the
bere, but
civil
this
court,
is not
no, no,
election.
only, your lordships have taken a view that under section 25, election matters does not come within the purview of
Correct.
section
But
25.
is it 25 proceedings either?
This is section 25 proceedings.
Where is it?
I produced the order sheet, my lord.
Section 25
How
proceedings.
they manipulated.
Other than election, everything else comes under section 25.
Yes, correct.
So this is a matter pertaining to the dismissal of an employee, my lords. They wanted to say that an employee is kept, I'm sorry,
Proceedings is,
the
something
members
else.
are kept under suspension.
Proceedings is something else. Last me kindly see the order sheet.
No, let the proceedings go on before the registrar.
Yes, I have no difficulty.
Yes.
Before the register, my lord, on the application
This is
filed
not,
under.
anyway, this is not election.
Not
It
election.
is Not election, my lord. No.
Both of you say this is not election.
Yes.
Then let the proceedings go on before the.
In respect of RTA application. Proceedings before the second is.
ಈಗ ಮಧ್ಯಂತರ ಆದೇಶ
RTA application.
ಮಧ್ಯಂತರ ಆದೇಶ ಯಾವ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Last me kindly see the.
Yes, Ravishankar sir, ಮಧ್ಯಂತರ ಆದೇಶ
Madhyantra
ಯಾವ್ದಕ್ಕೆ
Adesha
ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು?
is issued in
Order.
respect of the so-called suspension of the members of the society.
Then let the proceedings go on there.
That's
No,
all.
no. Proceedings is not that, man. That's what, last me kindly
Why
see the.
not there? ಇದು
Yes.
ಯಾವ್ದು?
Annexure L, my lord. Annexure L application, it's filed, my lord. Ink page, typed copy 24, my lord. One of the respondent filed the application saying that we are not furnished the document as sought under the RTA. That was the proceedings. Annexure L, ink page,
No, no,
typed
no. ಈ
copy.
ಮಧ್ಯಂತರ ಆದೇಶ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು ಸರ್? RTI application case
Yes,
ಅಲ್ಲ.
yes.
No, there is no
RTA in the RTA
case.
proceedings.
In the RTI proceedings, how
ma'am,
can you
that-
grant
that-
this
yeah,
stay order?
That's what my case, my lord.
No, no, that's
Annexure
not the
L is
pleadings.
their petition. Annexure L, ink page 24.
Page 24.
154, my lord. Typed copy is 154, my lord.
1/5 society ಉಪನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರು.
Yes, ma'am. Subject, reminder, OSC Education Society ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಇವರು ಒದಗಿಸಿದ ರೆಸಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಪ್ರತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಸಿರುವ ಅಕ್ರಮಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಉಲ್ಲೇಖ. That is regarding, we furnish some RTA particulars, my lord. Against that, my lord, he filed an, then, my lord, she has initiated a proceeding. Last me kindly see the.
No, that's not the proceeding.
That's not the proceeding.
Which is the
Yes,
proceeding?
yes,
also.
ma'am. I produced the order sheet, my lord.
Last but 3 lines, my lord. ಉಡುಪಿ ಇವರುಗಳ ಸದಸ್ಯತ್ವದಿಂದ ಅನರ್ಹಗೊಳಿಸಿರುವುದು ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ
ನ್ಯಾಯದ ವಿರುದ್ಧವಾಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ ಮೇಲ್ನೋಟಕ್ಕೆ ಕಂಡು.
ಮೇಲ್ನೋಟಕ್ಕೆ ಕಂಡು
Then, Lord, me kindly see the annexure N.
ಸದರಿಯವರು ಸದಸ್ಯತ್ವ ಅರ್ಹತೆಯನ್ನು ತಡೆಹಿಡಿಯಲಾಗಿದೆ.
Let them produce the, let them produce the petition,
It is
my lord.
not in the RT.
No, let them produce the, no, let them produce the,
Because what they are not, what they are deliberately
let them
suppressing is
produce the application filed by the.
But the first part,
my lord, before the.
ಲೆವಿನಾ ಲೂಯಿಸ್
Deputy
ಸಮನ್ಸ್
Registrar.
ಡಿಸೋಜಾ ಇತರರು ಈ
Last kindly see the annexure N.
ಕಚೇರಿಗೆ ಸಂಘದಿಂದ ತಮ್ಮ ಸದಸ್ಯತ್ವವನ್ನು ವಜಾಗೊಳಿಸಿದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕಚೇರಿಗೆ ದೂರು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. Kindly have a look at annexure A, page 16. ಲೊವಿನಾ ಲೂಯಿಸ್ ಸಮನ್ಸ್ ಡಿಸೋಜಾ ಮತ್ತು ಇತರರು
ದೂರು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ
ದೂರು
ನೋಡಿದೆ.
ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಈ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕಚೇರಿಯಿಂದ ಅರ್ಜಿದಾರರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಸಂಘದ ಕಾರ್ಯದರ್ಶಿ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಿಗೆ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ನೀಡಿ 21/11, 18/12, 23/1, 4/2/25, 25/2/25 ವಿಚಾರಣೆ ನಡೆಸಲಾಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ.
Yes, continue the proceedings there.
Lord, me kindly see order
That is
sheet.
not RT
No,
proceedings.
let them produce the document to show that, my lord, they have produced against the dismissal or suspension of their membership. Let them produce.
Who are the
Let them produce,
private
my lord.
respondents here?
The private respondents are the members who are before the authority.
Where is your petition?
I
before?
can
Yes, let
produce
them
it.
produce,
Lords.
my
I
lord.
can produce, no difficulty. I can produce it.
Yes, let them
Lords,
produce.
Section 25 is concerned. Section
We
25
will
is concerned.
forget section 25, we'll decide about it, but where is your petition in which this interim order is granted?
Lords, I can produce it.
Produce it.
Because that's not the ground. I can understand if that's
But
the ground
produce it.
raised.
What's the problem?
I have no difficulty. Lords, now I want to say this.
So you leave everything, sir.
Assuming,
One
Lords, that I
minute.
had not given any such thing, suo motu powers are still there with the registrar. That's essentially what I want to say. But I am bound by what your lordship said. I'll produce that petition copy.
suo motu powers andre, then he has a dream of it. Is it?
Pardon me,
That they
Lords,
are
once
going
a
to be
complaint
remote.
comes, I just want to say this.
Complaint ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ? ಅದೇ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ
The
ಇರೋದು.
complaint.
I only want the complaint. Without a complaint, suo motu fine. Once a complaint comes,
Yes.
where is the
Any
complaint?
information from any source, suo motu can be exercised, but this information,
ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿ
Lords, how
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ
it
ಹೇಳಿ
comes?
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟರ್ಮಾಟರ್ ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೊಡಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ?
Certainly not.
ಮತ್ತೆ
Petition, my Lords, Lords may have this
produce
matter on
produce a
Monday.
petition.
Yes,
Yes.
Lords. Monday in the fresh matters list. my
Monday
Lords,
fresh matters
only for
list.
this
Yes.
exercise.
Monday man, I'm out of station at 15.
You appear online.
ಅವರು
Yes.
ಅದೇನೆ.
Some function.
Tuesday. Yes. Tuesday fresh matters.
Please, my Lords.
The learned
15th my lord.
learned senior no sir. Tuesday ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಟರ್ಮಾಟರ್ ವೆಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ proceedings ಹೋಗಿ.
Some function.
ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್?
2 days.
2 weeks.
2 days.
Yes. We'll take it on 9th maximum. Yes. List on 9th in the fresh matters list.
Lakshmi, connect another matter, my lord.
Tag the petition along with so and so.
7938.
The respondents who are the beneficiaries of an order impugned in the subject petition shall place on record the petition filed before the registrar,
Please, my Lords.
comma, if any. Yes.
7938.
By the next date.
9th on fresh matters list, my Lords.
ಯಾವ ಫ್ರೆಶ್ ನೋಡಿದಲ್ಲ ಇವತ್ತು?
ಇರ್ಲಿ
ನೆನ್ನೆದು ಇವತ್ತು ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಇನ್ನು. Yes.
Lords, what happens is they are calling for one more parallel meeting on 27th. Then it should
Challenge
not.
ಮಾಡಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
Pardon me, Lords.
If there is any other development, you can challenge it always. Yes.
Lords, I can do that, but it should not again create multiplicity. If your Lords were to direct this to be taken about, it's only for this limited purpose.
ಈಗಲೂ
I have
ಫ್ರೆಶ್
no-
ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಇರೋದಲ್ವಾ?
Very well, my Lords. Then it's, please.
Yes.
Interim orders.
Interim order would continue to the next date of hearing.
30.
Huh?
19.3.
Your Lordship, this is in respect of the groundwater authority. They were supposed to go before the authority and seek license. Now my learned friends, the petitioner herein, he is the landowner. Now he says that his 2 tankers were seized. I'll produce the B extract to show that he doesn't own these tankers. There was no seizure of any tankers.
ಆಯ್ತು ಮಾಡಿ. Tuesday?
ಅಲ್ಲ ನನ್ಗೇನಿಲ್ಲ. He wanted an interim orders.
Interim order ಏನ್ ಬಂತು?
My complaint is, my lord, this.
ಅದು ಅವ್ರ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದು.
Now the vehicle is.
Your Lordship, here
No, consider the complaint and take action is what is your prayer.
Now we
no, the tanker doesn't belong to him and there was no such incident which occurred.
Endorsement ಕೊಡಿ.
ಆಯ್ತು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್.
Endorsement ಕೊಡಿ. We will challenge it.
ಆಯ್ತು let him come, let the petitioner go before. Complaint ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ.
Lord, the complaint from this.
There's no endorsement. He's not given a complaint.
The learned AGA submits that there is no complaint given by the petitioner. Therefore, the petitioner shall appear before the police station and register a complaint afresh if he is wanting to do so. Next, yes.
Good.
List after 2 weeks. Next.
Could I request for a date?
No, sir. Yes.
31.
Could I request for at least a time fixed when where I go in and
Ah,
register a complaint?
ಯಾವತ್? Monday?
ಯಾವತ್ತು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? ನಾಳೆನೇ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ.
On.
ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಕೊಡಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವತ್ತು ಬರ್ಬೋದು? ನಾಳೆ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ?
ಹಾ.
Tomorrow by 11 o'clock.
Yes.
Your Lordship, there was an order to keep the investigation.
That may be
The inspector present.
ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲ.
ಇದಾರೆ.
ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ.
ಅವತ್ತು 19th ತಾವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು.
No, ಅವತ್ತಿಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅದು.
ಆಯ್ತು.
Yes, so the investigate, SHO na? The SHO who was present pursuant to the direction of this court, his presence is noted and his presence in the future proceedings is dispensed with. Next.
Tomorrow by 11.
Just after 2 weeks. Next.
My presence tomorrow by 11.
ಅದ್ಯಾಕ್ ಬೇಕು? ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದಾರಲ್ಲ.
Your Lordship, I was told that they'd given a representation before the Superintendent of Police recently.
ಈಗ ನಾಳೆ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಬಂದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ತಗೊಳ್ದೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ನಾಳೆ ಹೇಳಿ ನಂಗೆ. Yes. Next.
I pay for petition. Petitioners are is a society registered under running the school, where my grievance is only to an extent of to appoint an administrator or to conduct the election for the society.
ಯಾವಾಗ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಗಿದೆ?
Term is now the school is going, the vacation will be started next week.
ಆಯ್ತು ಸರಿ. Yes, comment.
ಅಲ್ಲ, that is, he has challenged the endorsement issued by.
Annexure M I am.
Annexure M, my lord, 172 page number.
Yes.
That is, we are accepted the one Mr. Girish ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿರುವ ನಮೀಕರಣ, that is a renewal application.
Oh, the renewal dispute. Yes.
Please, my lord.
ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರು? Who is that person?
That person who is one.
There are 2.
ಈ ಗಿರೀಶ್ ಅನ್ನೋರ?
ಹಾ.
He's been served?
not yet been notice has been issued. But earlier at page number one
Anyway,
sixty,
we'll,
M,
we
where I
will
had
hear
approached.
him, yes. Learned, the third respondent be served by way of hand summons and an acknowledgement of such service be filed before the court. List on 16th. Yes, next.
Well, earlier were approached this honorable court itself, but this honorable court
Don't
directed
call
to
B
approach.
group, madam. Madhyana will take the first list. Yes.